Days of Our Lives spoilers. Gabby lands in EJ's bed. Stefan's vengeance for Ava betrayal. July 2 spoilers. Stephanie's Bayview visit. Bobby drama. Steve's prison break consequences. Theresa and Sarah's wild bachelorette party. Pre-wedding disaster brewing. Abigail's body disinterred. Chad and Jack stunned over empty casket. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal Gabby Hernandez. Demira will find herself on Pall 9 with Stefan Demira during the week of July 1 to 5. But it will be the calm before the storm. Now that Gabby has officially been released from captivity, she'll head home for that hot shower she mentioned. Stefan will join Gabby for some foamy scenes as they enjoy reconnecting at the Demira manse. Of course, Gabby will be thankful to Stefan for fighting so hard for her freedom and will enjoy continuing their life together. Days spoilers say everything will feel just perfect, but Days of Our Lives suckers know there's one big problem. Stefan hasn't been fully honest with Gabby about what happened while she was stuck behind bars. Gabby thinks Stefan was completely pious to her, so she'll no doubt keep praising him for that now that her captivity stint is over. Days spoilers say Stefan will deal with further guilt over his crapulous night with Ava Vitali as a result. It meant nothing, but Stefan still betrayed his marriage promises, and hot-tempered Gabby isn't going to be pleased when the verity eventually comes out. At some point, there's a good chance Gabby will hear the news from Kristen Demira since she's privy to Stefan cheating with Ava. Learning this stunner from someone differently could make the situation indeed worse in Gabby's eyes. Still, Gabby might have an occasion to get some vengeance, especially since EJ Demira is about to be single. Once EJ's maternity deception is exposed and he loses Nicole Demira, could sparks fly with Gabby next. It's true that Gabby and EJ have done their fair share of colliding, but the same could be said for Gabby and Stefan when they first got together. Gabby could fluently have a sweepstakes with EJ that leads to her falling into bed with him down the road. Stefan would be furious if Gabby betrayed him with his family, but perhaps that could be part of her provocation then. Gabby might decide to let passion erupt with EJ as a way to get vengeance on Stefan, so that's worth keeping in mind. Our day's prognostications allude that Stefan and Gabby's marriage will come with some major obstacles, so we'll bring you updates on any other backstabbings that might be brewing. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Stefan's infidelity exposure could set off a shocking chain response of drama, so don't miss what'll be after Gabby's discovery. Days of Our Lives Tuesday, July 2 spoilers. Stephanie's Bayview visit. Bobby drama. Steve's prison break consequences. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Tuesday, July 2 reveal that Paulina Price will turn to Kayla Johnson for help since Channel Demira refuses to talk to her at all. Channel blames Paulina for her confinement, but there's no way of knowing if the radiation exposure truly caused the loss of Channel's future child. Anyhow, Paulina will push Kayla for word on how Channel's doing and will continue to fret over the whole situation. Meanwhile, Jada Hunter will give Steve Johnson some disquieting updates that could affect his future. Steve was hoping to avoid captivity time for his part in helping Clyde Weston escape, but Jada may have some delicate news. Days spoilers say Jada will tell Steve about the consequences he'll be facing. So is a stint in Statesville coming up for him. Next on Tuesday's Days of Our Lives occasion, Kate Roberts Brady will have a business proposition for Abe Carver to pound over. Abe will like the sound of it, so Kate will set it all in stir and hope a real cooperation can form. Unfortunately, Days spoilers say Kate's plan will hit a hitch, so she'll have to figure out another path forward in the fate. That could involve another strategy or indeed a new business offer entirely. Over with Marlena Evans, she'll ask Stephanie Johnson to make the trip to Bayview with her. Since Robert Bobby Stain is still keeping the Everett Lynch side of himself buried, Marlena will hope Stephanie can draw him out. Days spoilers say Stephanie will try her stylish, but Bobby will formally again refuse to let Everett resurface and talk to her. The battle ahead will leave Stephanie frustrated, so she'll lash out at controlling Bobby and may need Marlena to settle her down. Once this Bayview visit is over, Stephanie will track Jada down and ask her to spend some time with Bobby as well. Jada won't be thrilled about that idea, but Stephanie may make a vaticination about Everett being gone ever if Jada doesn't get through to Bobby. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Jada will eventually delve in, so she'll head to Bobby's room at some point this week. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Abigail's body disinterred. Chad and Jack stunned over empty casket. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Chad Demira will move forward with a delicate task. Since Chad hasn't been suitable to identify the riddle woman in the videotape, he'll have to attack the problem he's facing another way. Now that Clyde Weston has planted this idea in Chad's head, he just can't let go of the possibility that Abigail DeMira might be alive. Chad needs answers, and the quickest way to get them is by having Abigail's body disinterred. When Chad updates Jack Devereaux on his plans during the week of July 8 to 12, Days spoilers say he'll gamble Jack for a circle. Of course, Chad will explain the whole situation with Clyde and presumably let Jack watch the videotape for himself. Despite colorful attempts to enhance the footage, there just won't be any way Chad can know for sure whether that's Abigail. Indeed, if Chad could get a clear look at the woman's face, it still wouldn't be firm evidence of anything. That's why Chad will feel like they should disinter Abigail's body and maybe have the DNA tested, just to be certain that Abby was the woman they actually buried. Still, Days spoilers say Chad and Jack are on the verge of making a stunning graveside discovery. There'll easily be commodity amiss once the casket's been dug up. So what are Jack and Chad about to find? There's a good chance that when the casket is eventually opened, there won't be a body outside at all. That could keep Days' rearmost riddle going and leave Days of Our Lives suckers guessing about what's next right along with Chad and Jack. Once Jack and Chad realize Abigail's body is missing, that could make them indeed more determined to get to the verity. Clyde didn't reveal the whole story, so it'll take a little work for Chad and Jack to uncover the rest. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Jack and Chad may team up on the coming phase of their hunt for Abigail news, so stick with us for prognostications on what differently they'll learn. Days of Our Lives spoilers Theresa and Sarah's wild bachelorette party, pre-wedding disaster brewing. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Bonnie Kyriakis lately made a double marriage suggestion to Theresa Donovan and Sarah Horton, but they sounded weirded out by it. The whole idea made Sarah and Theresa uncomfortable since they actually don't know each other veritably well, not to mention the consorts be ardent suckers of each other. A double marriage could be a catastrophe, but perhaps that's exactly why it should be. Theresa wants to marry Alex Kyriakis ASAP, so maybe she'll ultimately vend him on the notion of a combined marriage form with Sarah and Xander Cook, of course. Theresa and Alex would have to get Sarah and Xander on board too, but it's within the realm of possibility since Bonnie's playing up this family consanity angle. It wouldn't be that hard for Alex and Theresa to put a rush on their marriage assignations. A double marriage makes sense considering Fiona Cook could show up and expose Xander as the true Kyriakis heir at law, which would clearly ruin Theresa's plan to marry Dude Alex still. There's another reason to combine Sarah and Xander's espousal with Alex and Theresa's big day. Days observers know Theresa doesn't have numerous musketeers, so any bachelor party she might have would be awfully sad. Sarah is more well-liked around Salem, so she might take pity on Theresa and include her in her own bachelor bash, especially if this double marriage idea moves forward. Naturally, pre-wedding fests can get enough wild on Days, so there's the implicit for some kind of disaster. Theresa might get nervous and find herself tempted to drink or indeed do medicines if she finds out Bonnie posted Fiona's assignation after all. Perhaps Fiona could indeed show up in city a little early and crash the bachelor party, just to make Theresa sweat indeed more. Fiona is putatively out of the circle when it comes to Victor's will, so that'd give her a chance to gather some suggestions and start putting everything together before the marriage. Anyhow, our Days prognostications allude that Theresa's world will eventually get turned upside down. Maybe Days of Our Lives suckers will see the first sign of trouble thanks to some bachelor party drama, so we'll bring you updates on all the chaos. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Theresa and Alex's impending marriage is doomed thanks to her heritage deception, so stay tuned for the shocking news ahead. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.